Today, for the Bitcoin price, there are two major levels of support we have to hold. The 8,400 and the 8,000 US dollar level, the 61.8 and the 78.6. If we do not hold them, we are likely to break the 7,300 US dollar level. Today we will discuss with DavinciJ15 the major importance of these levels and the likelihood of us breaking them to the downside. We will talk about the exact game plan, about the exact strategy, how to win the market right now in that exact moment. Make sure you take a seat, make sure you smash up the like button right now. And we want to come once more to the most important question of the day. DavinciJ15, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I got stopped out as we were preparing this video, but hey, you know what? You win some, you lose some, and that's just the way the market is. So,
Yes.
how about you, Chris? How's it in Singapore?
I'm doing very well. I mean, and everyone has been stopped out multiple times probably. Everyone who can feel Da Vinci right now, make sure you smash up the like button. And here in Singapore, it's actually amazing. We are here with Carl from the Moon and Crypto Jack, and we have a blast. It's amazing. The food is probably the best in the world. And yeah, I'm just so happy to experience all of that, and especially to sit here right now with you and check out the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term. So why not we pull up the charts and see what's going on for Bitcoin right now. And while you're doing that, I will just give a small little shout out here because Carl from the Moon, Crypto Lark, Michael Nye, and myself representing MMCrypto, we will be here on the 17th of November at a show, the blogger event. There's a link in the description down below. You can attend completely for free, and we will have a Q&A, some photo sessions and stuff. So make sure you check it out. It will be pretty amazing. So Da Vinci, what do you think about it? Also, quick little thing. If you want to see more about our travels, there is an Instagram account. It's my personal account representing MMCrypto, and you see all our travels, like all the stories here on the upside with DavinciJ15, us in Moscow, Malta, everywhere. Check it out. It's actually pretty funny stories sometimes. You see a speech of Da Vinci and like some networking parties. Like, honestly, guys, you do not want to miss out on that. Da Vinci, let's get straight into it, and thanks for taking your time today.
Wow, you have my speech in what was it? In Germany?
Yes, just a small part, but we will
Okay.
also link it once they finally upload it.
Yeah, because I don't have that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good speech, man. I liked it. But yeah, going on, let's talk about the price action here. We got the weekly up here, and things are looking really somber, really sad, right? I'm hoping that we get a bounce here. That this week we get a bounce. We don't have to close above the 13 MA on this, but we should should turn this thing around somehow. But without some sort of turnaround, so we can close this week out maybe at 8,800 or something like that, and just have like a little bit of a wick down here, and so that we could turn this into like a bull flag, that would be sweet. You know what I'm talking? You know what I'm saying, Chris?
Yes, yes.
This would be nice and sweet, right? You know what I mean? A
Wow.
nice little bull flag.
We talked
Right,
about it
'cause,
in
you
the
know,
last episode, but we are close already to the support, right?
exactly. So hopefully we can bounce it to 61.8. Now let's head over to the 4-hour time frame, and as you can see, the 61.8 here, it would be a nice bounce. Probably at probably if it goes a little bit lower and it hits the this trend line, that's okay. Let's hope that we can do that, because honestly, this is the what's called the point of control on the VPVR or volume profile, depending on what you want to call it. Now, one of the professional traders that I look up to, named Hogue, he said, and it proves true, that whenever price steps back into value, which is at the point of the control, there's an 80% chance it's going to test below value if it came from above value.
Mm-hmm.
So we have an 80% chance of coming all the way down here, and that's not good, because then that will definitely break the $7,300 level, unfortunately.
So in other words, you want to hold the support at least, like holding this support of this bullish pattern actually at 8,400, which is coincidentally also the 61.8 would be the best case scenario. Breaking down, you want to at least hold us the point of control, which lines up somehow a little bit with the 78.6 at 8,000, even 8,200, right?
No, the point of control is actually at 250.
It's higher, yeah.
But the 78.6, if we were to break the 61.8, we have to bounce off of the 78.6 and close above the 61.8 in one day, or it's game over, game over,
Wow.
game over.
All right. So, I mean, guys, brace for impact that we are holding the 61.8 and the 78.6, because I don't think anyone, even though the like bearish short-term traders want to see the Bitcoin price falling below the 7,300 level. Da Vinci, talking about this scenario, what is the likelihood actually? What do you think? Is it likely for us to hold that, to stay into that inside that bullish pattern? And are you still having a somehow bullish outlook for the short and midterm, or do you actually think that this apocalyptic scenario can come into place?
Well, we do have a lot of reasons to make a trade at the 61.8, and probably because take a look what we've got. We've got this support here, right? You know, the market's this was previously resistance, right, before, and now it becomes support. So that's one reason. And then we got the 61.8 is at the area here, and then we also have another trend line down here. So you have enough reasons to take a decent trade and take the risk, and maybe put your stop loss at the point of control, and see what that takes you. Now, if we just take a small 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, right? That's not bad. Coming back up to the 8,900, that's a nice, safe and clear, safe and sound kind of trade, where you're not going to assume that we're going to 11,000, but 8,900 on a bounce. It's not the best thing to happen, but still, it's good enough for you to take profits off of.
Yes, yes. And I like that approach, man. It's not something like an, I don't know, kamikaze, crazy, bullish, moonboyish trade. It's a 2-to-1, which sounds pretty sound. And also, I like it. I mean, there's major downside if we break those levels, but still, like, the price is going down, and it's not that we are going bearish immediately. We just have to be aware of the fact that if we were to break all of these major support levels, then there's a lot of space for us to fall down, and that would be actually very bad. So unless we are not breaking that, the Bitcoin price remains to be bullish in the short and midterm. And what would be, I mean, there's this very sound trade we have going on right now. It's a long trade at the 61.8. Let's say we break the 61.8, we break the support level, we break all these major important levels of support. Would you go into a breakout short trade? What would be your specific game plan once this apocalyptic scenario comes into place?
Well, a continuation short trade is very risky
Yes.
at this point. You would have to wait for the 7,300 break to go into a short trade, breakout short trade, because anything else would be too risky. You could also, here we have, like on Bybit, which is an AAV equals CD. Now that is a bullish pattern, because this is actually a trade location that you could say, okay, well, let's look for exhaustion in the market. Maybe on, what is this, daily? Maybe the daily shows us a little bit of what's it called, a divergence at this point. That would be nice, right? Or even the 4-hour divergence would be nice, even though we already have a 4-hour divergence, but it looks like we are going to get really screwed by that divergence. Right now, the Bybit price is at the 61.8 level, and if you were to do the same trade at the 61.8 at this on the Bybit side, I would suggest you take your stop loss at the halfway point between 61.8 and 78.6. Well, no, we do have the point of control here, so yeah, let's do that. Let's just use the point of control, right? Oops, I hate it when they do that, when it does that.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Okay.
Take your time.
Okay, so let's just set up the trade at the 61.8, and then use the point of control, and then we're going to only take 2-to-1 off of a Bybit, so it's right here, 2-to-1 right there. So a little bit higher than the Bitstamp, but yeah, there it is. There's your trade for off of the 61.8 bounce. Right, so it's just pretty much the same risk to reward ratio. It's the same risk to reward ratio, but a little bit higher percentage that you're risking, but that's okay. That doesn't matter as long as you keep the amount of money in dollars the same every single time when you're trading. So.
Yeah. For everyone who's interested in that, once more, like always, we are sharing this trading setup also in our free Telegram group. It is basically one click, and the Telegram group is for free. And there's the promise: it will remain to be for free forever. Our Telegram group, like with, I don't know, 11,500 people or so, it is completely for free. Go there and you will get the trading setup completely for free. You can chat with the MMCrypto team, with DavinciJ15 every now and then. It's actually amazing to be there. It's a huge family supporting each other. And when you have some questions, you can always ask it and someone is there to answer it. So yeah, perfect, Da Vinci. It's actually very nice. We are in a very bearish sentiment right now. Crypto Twitter is getting bearish AF. Like, everyone is bearish right now. I saw like some YouTube channels being bearish, and it seems like the moon and you and MMCrypto are the last man standing, the last bulls standing right now. And usually when that happens, we might see some nice reverses. So let's hope for the 61.8 to hold and to provide us with a very nice bounce. Yeah, thanks, Da Vinci. There was also another topic you wanted to talk about, talking about Bakkt. You said something about Bakkt being not backed. Is that true?
Yeah, well, I was watching Chico Crypto, and he's doing an excellent job here in the crypto space. I mean, I could see the quality of work that he puts in, and he's definitely worth he's a channel that you definitely should be following. Basically, he talked about how he hasn't found a way to actually take a purchase certificate from the Bakkt what's it called, exchange, or futures market. Basically, it's not exchange, it's the futures, and then settle it with bitcoins. And so that's the long and the short of it. But here's the thing, right? There's a lot of inconsistencies that he dug up, and one of the things that he didn't really like say directly to the users is that, hey, you know what? These Bakkt guys paid somebody to create the warehouse, the custody warehouse, so that they could buy it. Now, that doesn't mean that they actually don't have the bitcoins, but it looks fishy, right? That they created a company to store the bitcoins as a third-party entity and then buy it afterwards. Yeah, kind of doesn't seem ledger to me. And then when I see this regulated by New York State Department, that means that means I can do criminal activities according to the regulators, right? Because, like, come on, if we could have Bernie Madoff, right, running a Ponzi scam and be fully regulated for 30 years, you know, these regulators are just a waste of. They're just a means for the super wealthy to cheat the average person. Yes. That's what I see. Anybody that's regulated, unless you show me your complete documentation and I look at everything and I see that you're ledgered, that's fine. But if there's questions, like the Chico Crypto brought up a lot of questions, and when you leave a lot of questions unanswered, something ain't right. You're starting to smell real bad. Yes. Doesn't mean they're criminal, but something's starting to smell.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, let's go back into the face mode. I wanted to say something about that. We all want institutions to come into the space because it's supportive for the Bitcoin price and stuff, but never forget why we are here. We are here for the free market, for the freedom of money, for transferring from A to B. Like, we are not here for institutions. We are not here like for yelling institutions to come in only for supporting the price. That's not the reason why we are here. It's nice to see them pop in and support the Bitcoin price, like Libra, and everyone talks about it, the price jumps, or Bakkt, and institutions pop in, but that's actually not the reasons why we are here for. Always keep that in mind when we are talking about like institutions coming into the space and celebrating about all of that. This is not the specific reason why we are here for. Just wanted to keep you in mind. Just wanted you to keep that in mind. And this story, DavinciJ15, and also Chico Crypto, thanks, which you have brought up, it just, yeah, like let's us remind why we are here and why always when there are institutions involved, there might be something fishy going around. So yeah, permissionless decentralization and peer-to-peer, that's the only thing which can never ever mess up with you, because mathematics are not lying.
Yeah, one of the things I want to point out is that Wall Street with derivatives can control the price of Bitcoins if they have enough derivatives, right? Because the point is, you want to prevent people from buying Bitcoins, but they want to participate in the gains. without buying the Bitcoin. And if you can do that, that will stop Bitcoin price from going higher. Because if people don't buy it and they only betting against the price, there's no increase in value. So for example, silver, right, has the same market cap pretty much as Bitcoin right now. And they have a complete control over the silver market. Yet silver is worth way more than what the price that we pay for it right now, because we don't have a lot of silver above ground. And so they've come up with a method of controlling the price. Now they don't have everything in place in order to control the price of Bitcoin, but once they do, I think that's going to close the door on, that's going to cap the price basically on Bitcoin, because people will stay in dollars. When you hold when you trade on the futures, the CME futures, you're only in dollars. You don't never ever see Bitcoin. No, none of that money goes towards a Bitcoin ever. Period. And Bakkt, that might be the same case with Bakkt. Not 1 cent goes to a Bitcoin. And so if that's the case, that's going to destroy the price and keep it not destroy it, but keep it tame at a specific level, at a very narrow band, and we might not see high prices. Now, I've told people on my channel that I believe that Bitcoin is going to go through another bubble, at least one more, if not two. If the next bubble goes to $1 million, we're not going to see another bubble, right, for more than 8 years. That would be nice. You might think that's nice, but no, it's not really. Because if we go to $1 million, we're going to come back 80%, right? And 80% is 200,000, and that's way more than the actual the actual price that it should be at. So that means it will stay at that 200,000 level for quite some time, maybe even 8 years, 7 to 8 years.
And that would be actually not nice. So let's hope for the price of Bitcoin. And we actually talked about that before, to go to, I don't know, maybe the gold market cap in the next bubble. That would be already so amazing. 350, 380,000 US dollars, not 1 million, because it's not always the higher the better. You said that actually in our call yesterday. So thank you so much for that. It was an amazing jam-packed episode. And for everyone watching right now, it's already close to midnight at DaVinci's place. So if you want to say thanks to him, go over to the DavinciJ15 YouTube channel. DaVinci, show your mug and show it into the camera. Check it out. He has free content there. He's pushing content AF right now, like nearly every day. DaVinciJ15 on YouTube. It is in the pinned comment. Make sure you check it out. Thank you so much, DaVinci, for taking your time, man. You are the best. You are the best of the best in the world. And I hope I see you very, very soon again at the next conference. It was very sad to travel without you right now. Everyone watching also, our Chris MMCrypto. It's one of our personal Instagram accounts, but we are showing all of our travels like Malta, Dubai, Moscow, Seoul, Singapore, Stockholm, Hamburg, Côte d'Azur, Kotor, Mallorca, La Spezia, Marseille. Like, it's crazy. So many travels. Make sure you check it out. Go over there. And also quickly, very important, there was a new CNBC episode. We will link it down in the description. Leave some comments there. We were talking about the Bitcoin price and some altcoins, when the altcoin season will start. And also Bybit has been actually listening to you. Not everyone has 0.2 Bitcoin to deposit, so they actually made a new requirement for the Bitcoin deposits. You don't have to deposit 0.2 Bitcoin, but only, so here you can see it, just deposit 0.05 Bitcoin on Bybit and you get $30 for free just by clicking this link here, making register yourself, and if you're already registered, just deposit 0.05 Bitcoin and you get $30 completely for free, which you can trade. So DaVinci, thank you so much, man. So many shout outs, but now we are finally over. Thanks for taking your time, and have a nice and pleasant night. Thanks for, I don't know, jumping on that episode during midnight.
Yeah, no problem. Well, I just want everybody to make sure that you play from a position of strength. Don't bet the farm. And don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smash up the like button, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.